Hey, what's up guys? Alan here. What you're going to be seeing is content from previous weekend where I had to do travel in my remote job. So I thought it would be a good way to kind of express my 1 week review and impressions of the M2 Pro MacBook Pro. I've been making content on just video game gameplay and stuff of that nature. My WoW video did have some kind of vlog type-esque stuff, and I figured that this could be a perfect use for people who maybe don't make a lot of videos or just use the machine for like Teams, WebEx, or just want to use it for productivity and then also browsing and messaging. This was the perfect video for you to watch. So that's what we're going to get into. I traveled from Denver to Bozeman and then back from Bozeman to Denver to Atlanta. So that's where I'm actually editing this video right now, and I showcase how the day went, like literally showcasing on Activity Monitor the 24 hours that I used it and showing 24 hours on battery. So let's take a look at the video right now. Let's take it back a couple days. So we were staying at the Hilton in Bozeman after our snowboarding trip, and we got some people working remote. Michelle's actually working remote. I had to leave the room and come back, and my other friend there on the laptop. So yeah, like I mentioned before, Michelle injured her ankle. We actually have the video right here where she loses control, unfortunately, and her snowboard digs, and then she had to get snow patrolled out. A little footage here of the Bozeman place and of course the resort, but I didn't do any work there. So let's start the work day off and the commentary there at 7 a.m. Here I went to the breakfast lobby and I was kind of browsing while listening to a Teams call, but I do showcase here that the battery starts off at 100% and the estimated time is 10 hours 38. So 13 minutes on battery seems pretty good. Cutting back to when I went back upstairs at the beginning of this video, of course I brought some food for Michelle and I'm answering some YouTube comments, stuff of that nature. So that's pretty much how the day started in the first couple of hours, you know, checking emails, answering Teams messages, actually on some calls and doing some work. I had to also download a bunch of files on OneDrive, so I hadn't actually used OneDrive yet. So I'll give my comments that using OneDrive when you first start it up can be a very taxing process, but on this machine and probably other M1 machines, it was pretty good. Just a funny clip I got of Michelle as we had to go from the airport back. And so yeah, this was the kind of work views from hour 3 onwards, traveling to the airport. They had really nice windows where you could just watch the mountains, and I was taking Teams calls, had the AirPods in, but wanted to record kind of this content for this video. Of course, normally I'd just be sitting in front of the camera or in front of my laptop actually doing the call. But yeah, nice views, not a bad perk of working remote, being able to do the travel that we get to do. And you know, literally still on calls because for my project we're doing a bunch of stuff, but a big United plane did just land and I thought that was cool footage. Of course, continuing onward, showcasing Michelle doing work in the wheelchair. So it can't always be powder days, but I did get some sick content and some nice days, and of course Michelle unfortunately had a crash. But yeah, from hours 5 through 6, I was traveling to Denver. There was little MacBook use on the airplane, but we did continue on with the work day, and it was kind of finishing up the day. Of course, I'm on East Coast time, so here it's 3 p.m. It's been a couple hours watching some Dota and the Infinite Tiebreakers. You can see here almost a full day of work, 7 hours on battery. The 70% drain, so 30% drain, and it did indicate only 2 hours left. Now from there we had to go from Denver after the 4-hour layover all the way to Atlanta. And let's just say it was a workshop week for Michelle, and they were getting some drinks on the night before. So we finally check into our room, unpack, and yeah, we did get a pretty nice setup here in a Marriott. So living kind of the hotel life. It's a pretty nice setup. That desk is actually where I'm working from right now. And of course Michelle still limping along, unfortunately. Hopefully she heals soon. But yeah, did just do another video before kind of really unpacking. Wanted to showcase, you know, the clock says 2 a.m. but it's actually 1 a.m. Or no, clock says 1 a.m. actually. So I was out after an hour to 2 a.m. actually ran into more of our co-workers and we got some pizza. Michelle enjoying the nice hotel setup, and I do one final check for the night before I go to bed of what the battery life looks like. And I will say, look, for people, you know, obviously I'm not full battery drain usage. This is actually, in my opinion, would be a typical day for people. I wanted to add some commentary that, look, 14-hour battery life at 57% use that this device is actually performing better than the Zephyrus G15, which is known to have sleep issues and would probably die if it was just stored in your backpack all day. So to wrap up this video, I actually did have a content that I was gonna use most of this content for, but I ended up reposting it, and what you'll probably see here, a lot of it was blurred content because I was actually screen recording Teams. But yeah, 22 hours battery life, gets to 40% drain in the morning when I'm recording, and of course this is made a couple days after the day after, so to speak. Very capable machine. I'm running lots of video games that I showcased. Of course, you have to check if it's compatible. Counter-Strike and War Thunder are things I still have to test. And yeah, like, just if you're a hobbyist YouTuber, you know, everyone just reviews videos and stuff like that. But you can be making personal videos, edits for family, stuff like that, and just sending it to AirDrop and doing quick edits on iMovies or Final Cut is kind of one of the benefits of staying on the Apple ecosystem. And then, you know, obviously this video was recorded on Sony a6000, but if you're just using it for work, Teams, WebEx, I think it runs faster than Windows machines, very snappy, and of course I had to use it in the previous work weekend, so yeah, a good device. So if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Hope you guys like this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.